Hi, and welcome to Chronic Pain Laser. Today I want to go over an issue that is particularly relevant to me. It's whether fibromyalgia is real or not. And, I remember back when I first became ill, and I was going through all the processes of trying to figure out what it was and seeing all these different doctors. And I remember going somewhere and this doctor said, it's possible that you might have fibromyalgia. And I said, no, this is real. And so I didn't think it was real at that time, partially because of some of the stuff that was out there. And then, about 6 years later was the diagnosis. And, there's still some doctors today, believe it or not, who don't think fibromyalgia is real. And, there may be a reality that it is caused by something else, perhaps some sort of microbe that we're not aware of yet, that doesn't show up on tests. There could be a number of things that it truly is, but it's real. There's no doubt about it. And, one of the things that really, if you have fibromyalgia, you know this. It plays tricks on your mind. And there were times, in the 14 years that I had fibromyalgia before laser, that I questioned myself. I'm like, am I doing this to myself? Is this self-inflicted? Am I doing something wrong? Is it a state of mind? There's some people that I've followed on Twitter, and their, treatment plan is, rewire your mind. And I understand that there's, a lot that the mind can do. You can make yourself feel better and things like this if you can control things well enough. But I don't know. This is definitely physical. It's definitely physical because, when I first started using laser and felt the pain relief from it, and again, I talk about this in all my videos, so I'm sorry for some of you that are very familiar, but a pain scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst pain in your life, and like a pain level of 6 would send most people to the hospital. My pain was 7 to 9 on a regular basis for 14 years. And as severe as that pain is, I still wondered to myself, is this real? Am I doing it to myself? Is there something wrong with my head that's making me believe I feel this pain? Is it psychosomatic? After using laser, I can say a big fat resounding hell no. It is not caused by the mind. It is not a psychosis. It is not a psychosomatic disease. Whatever it is physical. Because if it was psychosomatic, treating myself with this laser would do nothing. And it has been life-changing. The pain levels have gone from a 7 and 9 out of 10 to a 2 to 4. Sometimes nothing at all. If I laser enough and I get everywhere, I can get it all out for a while. And it comes back. Fibromyalgia is chronic. It returns. So if I didn't continue using laser, it would just return and I'd just be miserable again very quickly. I'm guessing the longest I've been willing to test is about 4 days. At about the 4-day mark, I was just done. I'm like, give me the laser. I'm done trying to see how long I can go without it. I treat every day. I treat my back every day. I treat my calves every day. And then everywhere else in the body, I laser as needed. And one of the things that laser has allowed me to do is to walk barefoot. And not a lot, okay, but before I had laser treatment, walking from my chair to the bathroom without flip-flops or something to cushion was excruciating. It was hellish. Just standing up and walking on like hardwood floor or something like that hurt so bad. And after about I don't know, I'd say 2 months of regular use on my feet every day. Now I can take a shower and I can walk from my chair to the bathroom and not be in pain. Now, if I stand for a long time, well, yeah, it's going to hurt. But generally speaking, I can walk now without shoes and it doesn't put me in agony. It's not great. It's not comfortable. It's not something, I mean, I still wear my shoes in the house and stuff like that. It's not something I choose to do all the time. I find it more comfortable to walk, on flip-flops and stuff like that. But taking a shower, it's not torturous anymore. I can enjoy the heat hitting my back and relax and stuff like that, and I'm not panicked to get off of my feet as I used to be. So that's one of those things. It has helped me so much. But what laser did for me is it made me realize that I'm not crazy. It made me realize that it's real. It made me realize that it's not all in my head. And by the way, I do laser my head, and it feels good. It really solidified the idea that I wasn't crazy, that this isn't some fake disease, that it's not something I'm doing to myself. It's not something that can be cured with a rah-rah session. It's real. It hurts like hell. It's miserable. And even with laser treatment, it's still hard to deal with. I still have flare-ups. I still have, fibro fog. I still get completely screwed up with any sort of stress, whether it's good stress or bad stress. It can be great. It can be great stress, and it'll still shut my body down. It's still miserable. It's still a showstopper. Okay, but the pain relief is there. The pain relief is real, and it is so effective. I mean, morphine can't even touch it. Morphine's like a joke in comparison to laser. That's a big statement, but it's a real statement. And again, when you're taking morphine and you're taking methadone and Vicodin and all this other ungodly stuff, and it doesn't do anything, it messes with your head. It really does, because morphine's the gold standard of pain relief. So when you take morphine and it barely takes the edge off and you're still miserable, you start to wonder, is it in my head? Am I doing this to myself? You feel that way. And I don't blame you for feeling that way. I felt that way. I felt that way up until the point where I used laser regularly and was able to wipe out all that black ickiness that is fibromyalgia pain. And when I say wipe it out, I mean temporarily, but I'm able to knock those areas out to where I don't feel that black ickiness, that dark, I don't know how to describe it. Fibromyalgia pain is pretty indescribable, but I don't know how to describe that ickiness, other than to say it's ickiness, it's blackness, it's such an awful feeling. And having the laser take that away, even though it's temporary, I mean, if you're going in for office visits all the time for your fibromyalgia, it's going to get expensive. The only way I could get the treatment was to buy it. That's the only way it made sense financially. It was too expensive to get the treatment. I had to have a laser at home. And so, but when I did get that and I was able to treat everywhere, every inch of my body, and another funny thing about it is you treat all the main areas that hurt, my legs, my back, my hips. Oh my gosh, my hips. When I treated my hips for the first time, and I spent probably about an hour with this thing, maybe 45 minutes, just on my hips, just hitting all the different areas. When I stood up from that, because I laid down and I crossed my legs so I could really get the laser, to go as deep into the tissue as possible. When I stood up from that, and my hips felt good, like all the rust was gone, that was an amazing, amazing feeling. It was very impressive. And I still have to laser my hips. I laser them probably once every 3 to 5 days. I laser my arms. fibro comes with a lot of crap, and so I had carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, and it takes care of those like nothing else. It's amazing. And so I do maintenance everywhere else, but my back, my trapezius, that comes from your neck, spreads out to the shoulders and goes all the way to the lower back. I laser that every day. And every day it feels good. It feels so much better. Because toward the end of the day it starts aching and I can kind of feel the fibro kind of trickling back. I laser it, knocks it down, and I can sleep, and I wake up in the morning and I'm not stiff, I'm not aching, I'm not miserable. The blackness isn't there. It's not, a fibro is still there, okay? Because there's more to fibro than just pain. But the pain level is gone. That stiffness is gone. And it takes a while. Don't get me wrong. You're not going to get the laser and 20 minutes later all the stiffness is gone. No, you got a lot of work to do. It takes a lot to get every square inch of your body. You literally get fatigued from using laser before you get all the spots that need to be got. At least that was my experience. It took me probably about a good 2 months before I felt I had everything nailed down. And then the funny thing is when you're treating different areas that you wouldn't think that would normally be in pain, and you've gotten everywhere, and then you're like, oh, this hurts. And then you laser in there, and different areas that you wouldn't have thought were hurting, but then after you laser them, you're like, oh, that feels better, It's a funny thing, but fibromyalgia is absolutely real. If anyone tells you it's a fake disease or some sort of BS like that, it's possible, okay? I concede that it's possible that you might have something else. You might have hemochromatosis, you might have Lyme disease, you might have small fiber neuropathy is another one that's coming up, and they're saying that small fiber might be a common part of fibromyalgia. I don't mean to say that that's not possible, but to say that fibromyalgia itself is not real is absolutely off the mark. And if you have a doctor that tells you, well, fibromyalgia is not real and I don't believe in treating it, I personally would find a new doctor. So anyway, that's my thing on whether fibromyalgia is real or not. For me, the laser treatment was what cemented it. It took any doubt away. Because if it was all made up in my head and it was all just me being psychosomatic, there's no way that would have helped. There's no way. And it helped, it knocked it back, and no pain pills for fibro, no nothing like that. My pain is under a fair amount of control. And when it's not, I grab the laser and then it is. So it's one of those things that has been dramatic for me. I know a lot of other people will benefit from this, and laser therapy, guys, I'm telling you, I started a whole channel based around it. I tried getting into selling lasers. I failed because I still have fibro. But the difference is, try it. Just try it. Go to an office that has it. I'll put some information down below where you can find a local office. Try it. See what you think. My one recommendation is be sure to try it with 5 hertz for fibro. That's what I've found most beneficial. But it's worth a try. And, it's been dramatic for me. So if you have any questions, if you know someone that has fibromyalgia, please share this video with them. If you know someone that has pain, please share this video with them. This has got to get out there. I'm trying to take laser mainstream because it really should be out there. Your doctor should know what laser therapy is all about, and he should know that, or she should know that it's very beneficial. At least I have found for fibromyalgia. So please share this video, get the word out, because the pain relief, guys, it's amazing. So anyway, stop rambling on. But again, please share and please subscribe. Thank you.